Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Today, we're going to be looking at a race that a lot of people overlook in the Wizards of the Coast books. It comes from Acquisitions Incorporated, which is an interesting source book on how you make businesses in D&D. But hidden inside that book is a race that is an interesting one, the Verdan. The Verdan are kind of goblinoids, but they're not goblins. They're their own thing. And they've got some real cool powers. Let's have a look, see how they work. Firstly, they get an ability score increase as standard. They get a +2 to their charisma and a +1 to their constitution. Charisma is one of the best stats in the game to buff, so that's a 10 out of 10. And the constitution is a stat everybody wants. I give that 7 out of 10 for the +1. They have an interesting thing with their size. At level 1, they start out as small. At level 5, they grow to medium. Not quite sure what that's about. I guess they're growing up, but I feel like at level 1, you should already be fully grown. Small has its benefits, and medium has its benefits over small. Like, they each have their own thing going on. The fact that you start as one and turn to the other kind of bugs me. Like, let them pick. Like, either if you want to be small, because you want to fit through tight spaces and ride medium creatures, do that. If you want to be medium for all the other benefits that being medium gives you, then do that. I'm not quite sure why the change. It's still 9 out of 10, because it's not really a handicap. It's just an odd little design choice. Their speed is 30 feet, so 9 out of 10, nothing to complain about there. Then they get a power called the Black Blood Healing, because these guys are like mutated creatures. When they roll hit dice to regain their health, so during a short rest, if they roll a 1 or a 2, they can re-roll that hit die. So it enhances their ability to heal during a short rest by a little bit. It's good for those who want to take short rests and heal. Not everyone does that, and not every class benefits from short rests in the same way. It's a 7 out of 10 power. I say that it would be nicer if you could just have a flat number instead of re-rolling 1s or 2s, but you shouldn't complain about a little bit of extra hit points. They also have limited telepathy. The idea here is that they can speak telepathically to any creature that has a language, so they don't really need to learn other languages. The problem is that it's only simple speak. The idea is that they can only relay simple concepts, single words, kind of general feelings and vibes. They can't relay complex information. So it's like telepathy, but it's like stupid telepathy. It's weird. It certainly has a lot of roleplay value in it, but mechanically speaking, it's nowhere near as good as just talking to someone. I say 8 out of 10. Telepathy's nice. Simple speak telepathy, not so much. Then they have the persuasive power. They just gain persuasion as a proficiency. One of the better skills in the game. I say 9 out of 10 for getting it naturally. They also have telepathic insight. Anytime they make a wisdom or charisma saving throw, they get advantage on that. It's kind of a little lesser version of the gnome cunning power, except it's all saves instead of just magic. That's pretty good. I say 9 out of 10 for that. And then their languages. Even though their telepathy allows them to simple speak with anyone, they do have common, goblin, and a third language of their choice. Being able to speak 3 languages really widens your potential for roleplay, and mechanically it's handy depending on where you go. I say 3 languages is 10 out of 10, personally. All in all, the Verdan are an interesting race, with some weird little features. I'm not really sure why they got tucked in Acquisitions Incorporated, but I say they're an 8 out of 10 race. Very, very heavy on roleplay, very, very different abilities. No other creature I've heard has simple speak telepathy. Small, then medium size. These are weird. And that's okay. It's okay to play an interesting race. If you're looking for a race that bucks the standard and just does some odd duck things, try the Verdan. They're certainly worth checking out. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more race reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.